Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back, finally, to Space Engineers. We are on a friend of mine's server, ECGadget, who has been recording this series for several months now. You can go check out the link in the description to see how far the series has gone up to at this point, but I am now recording it since I've now moved into my new accommodation. So I'm just going to give a brief base tour and then we're going to go back to whatever machinations he's got in store. So first of all, we have this section here: reactor, medical room, house with oxygen hydrogen generator, and we've also got assembler with modules and a refinery with modules. Right, this is the base of the base, so it were. And we're currently in the process of moving that downstairs. We'll go there in a second. But first of all, I've got to go through a couple of things. Over here is our little medical room. We've got a medical center here, which, you know, we can access and we can heal up, whatever. You'll notice that user interface is different because mod. I'll get Gadget to throw me a mod list so that I can actually create a collection which you guys can use. Might be useful. In here we've got the sick bay, we've got a shower, we've got a bed, a couch which only one person can sit on, we've got some drawers which you can't hold things in, and then we've also got this, which should tell you how bad we're doing. So we've got number of sick bay visits, i.e. deaths, and we've also got absence without injury or incident, which I'm sure are wrong, but they're probably not. Continuing on, we have a ore detector. 8 times ore detector, which means it has 8 times the range, so that's all good. We've got a flying contraption here. Now we have a mod installed that changes how ships work. Instead of just calculating the amount of thrust that's going in a particular direction, it also accounts for the tilt that thruster should bring. So for example, if we cut off this thruster would cause the entire thing to tilt this way, which I tried flying this. I have a link in the description which will show you me flying this. Yeah, it's terrifying. Don't fly it. That's the solution for today. Now, over here is the project that I've been working on mostly on this server, which is a massive mining drill. I mean, I can show you what this is. So, first of all, we've got a cargo container here. I'll jetpack over because it's much easier. We've got a cargo container which is currently holding several 100,000 nickel and some scrap metal. It used to have more stone. Got another cargo container here which is to hold things. This isn't connected to the main network. It will be once we're done. And it goes over here. Now we've got a series of pistons that go down to this mining drill. The mining drill was slightly different, but I changed it so that it could work in this environment. And this is one of the modular mining drills, tier 2 for the moment, and we used it to mine this massive hole. Now we basically used it to get out this nickel, and we used it to get out this magnesium, and then what we did is we just went down and down and down so we could build a silo for a rocket. Because we currently don't have a spaceship and we want a hydrogen rocket in order to get into space. Sounds simple, right? It's not. I spent about 10 hours on this thing, constantly retweaking it because I do not plan things. Yeah. I will at some point go through how this works when I build it somewhere else, but for now you can just look at it and go, my god, why? Continuing on, this quarry, I guess, has a item sorter which will throw out all the stone it gets into the system, and then the stone will roll down here and despawn. So, you know, we don't have an inventory full of 2 billion stone, which is always good. Now over here, you can see welding effects in the distance. Over here we've got a rover created by someone other than myself. It's pretty good. We just went mining with it, and yeah, it is a bit low-ridery once we get these back cargo containers filled, so we have to rebuild this rover in order to make it a bit better in terms of what it's supposed to do. Then, what else have we got? We've got some solar panels and an antenna up here. And then we've got a searchlight that goes around. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. So during the dark, it will go around and around, act as a lighthouse kind of thing. And basically we can use it as an adjustable light to focus on certain things within line of sight. So it's useful when building things, so we point it down there when we want to have a look at the rover, we can point out there when we want to have a look at the quarry. It's all good. And now that leaves me with going down here to join the others. Lovely staircase. We've got the underground section. They're currently building a drone, a remote mining vessel that we can use to build a tunnel. So if I go grab the spectator camera, which is over here, and I continue downwards, I want to increase speed for a second, you can see that this extends quite far, and we want to be able to access the silo from underground. So what they're doing is we're going from here. Don't go through things, that's bad for the camera. We're going to go through here, we're going to use a drill, and we're going to move forward, placing armor blocks as we go. I've done this in a previous series, so I know it kind of works. And we will go over here and link it up with the silo so we can have a kind of control center. And then lastly, we've got the cargo container room, which has our cargo containers. We currently don't have we don't have many access points in the surface because we're still building the base. And then down one more flight of stairs, we have this massive hole where we're going to move our assembly and refining operations. So that sounds good, right? Now I'm going to undeafen myself and we're going to join the others in whatever escapades they're doing.
Can I get a block underneath this? Oh, we can't. I want to get a block underneath. I'm stuck for some reason.
What do you mean you're stuck?
I can't get out.
Oh, okay.
These, even on a small block, these tiered drills are huge.
Yes. Let me go grab one. Yeah, they're quite big.
Walk around all okay?
Kind of. I believe we
kind of.
Yeah, we only need one drill, I think.
One drill in the middle will do the trick.
Yeah.
That's a tier 1, so I don't know if you want to go to tier 2 or just tier 1.
I think tier 1 for now, and we can easily upgrade it to tier 2 if we need to.
That's fine. But now we just have to figure out how to put wheels on this. Actually, if we're going... No. I want to put the wheels underneath. 1x1 wheels, very small ones, but I just can't get this into the right position. Unless... Hang on a second. I know what I can try.
Right.
This is... Nope, this is not going to work either. What?
Oh, I had them flipped.
Yep, that's the kind of wheels I want, but I kind of want them underneath so that it's got a very small form factor.
Why do you want the 1x1s instead of the 3x3s?
3x3s are quite big to be navigating this area, don't you think?
Well, that's true, but the size of the wheel won't impact the turning circle as much as the actual chassis of the drone. And in addition, we only need it to move forward.
Alright, in that case, actually we might have it moving sideways a little, but in that case, let's go ahead and take off one whole column.
On each
and
side.
Then put the wheel on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a better idea, if you don't
go
mind me
ahead.
saying. So we're not going to have to drill on this layer, but I do agree that we move. Probably should get rid of that.
Right, so we are narrowing it down though, right?
Yeah, so we're narrowing it down so that we can have it...
well, slimmer.
So that we have it slimmer. And then we have the 1x1, which I'll go grab. I can't remember which way around this is supposed to go. That way. So we have our 1x1 wheels and we can place them along that area as long as we want. And then because these are going to be very low to the ground, what we then want to do is we want to increase the height of the main platform.
Yes, exactly.
So we can have the drill there instead.
Yep, that was the idea, but obviously I was trying to get it lower down. But because what I don't want to do is I don't want to drop that landing gear and have this thing just destroy itself.
True.
That's why I was trying to get underneath. But that exactly what you're doing is exactly what I was trying to do.
Okay.
We can give it a go and see if it works this way.
Will those wheels be able to hold it above the end of the suspension?
I actually might need to put the depending on the weight of the drill, we might actually have to put that in the middle.
If we bring the drill back one block further, can we bring it back further? We should have had ladders here.
Well, if we put it back too further, give me a second.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
going to need another block here. But
So at least it's sticking out a little bit.
I'm building the drill too big. You're using a tier 1, right? Or are you using a regular?
I'm using tier 1.
Interesting. I believe I've got a different tier 1, this one. No, it's still the same. So like that.
The model is kind of wonky.
The model isn't the same as the finished product.
Right. Okay, but that's all right because that's sticking out a little bit. That's enough for us to have it dig a hole, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of spooky, that shadow that it gives when we're not looking at it. Or when we're just behind it, one of us.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's just sticking out a little bit. So we can drive that forward and that should give us a big enough platform that we can... Is that going to dig out right up to here? It should, shouldn't it?
It should.
So this level,
Yeah,
this level here. Okay, then that's it. That's exactly what I want. 1x1 or 3x3s.
I believe 3x3s are going to be better for this purpose.
All right, let's swap to 3x3s then. Or, as they say in the industry, 3v3s.
Battery with a small reactor.
Small reactor, I think, on its own should be sufficient. Right, does anyone want to start? Let's start actually welding this up. And then if somebody wants to grab the paint gun, we also need to paint this. Right, I only have steel plates on me, so...
Okay, I'll go grab some large steel tubes to do the wheels.
Okay. So anything that needs steel plates, I've already put in steel plates. I can't get to that bit there, I can. How's that one looking? There we go. Oh, a bit here. Fantastic. And we're going to put a remote control on this Jacobin, so...
Yeah, so we can control it from the control station.
Yes, and we need a camera up front as well. So I'll get the camera onto it.
Yeah. I mean, we could use spectator camera, but that feels cheating.
No, we're going to put a camera right on the front of it.
Front?
Where...
There
Yep.
is
Are you sure you don't want it on, like, a bit further back? Or maybe we have multiple cameras so you can change camera view.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put another
so
camera on the side. I mean, somebody's going to be down here with it all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Right, I just need to get a few computers. Anything else need computers, by the way?
I don't think so.
Right, so I just need
the reactor that we haven't placed yet.
Yeah, the reactor we need to.
All right, well, I've got 30 computers on me anyway, so that should be enough for that and the reactor. All right, there's the camera. Fantastic. Construction components. I'll grab the construction components too if nobody's done that.
I already have some.
Oh, okay.
We may have to place some counterweights on the back depending on how heavy the drill is.
I'm thinking we place a reactor on the back to start with to see if that helps.
Yeah. And then
what's
what
this
we
missing?
might want to do is we might want to place some cargo containers on the back.
Just for added mass.
So that in case we want to mine an actual vein with this thing, we can. And in addition, so that we can change the counterweight of the back.
Save this as a blueprint bare bones, then we can just add stuff as we as situation arises.
True.
Yep, can do. Right, I think the wheels should be completed.
Yeah, wheels are completed. Wheel
Yep.
suspensions are completed.
Yep, I
We
just
just
did the
need-
suspension. What's the drill missing?
2 octo-cores. I'm going to grab them now.
Yep.
Okay, so you go grab the octacores. We will put in a remote control on the back.
You need to make sure that the remote control is facing the correct way.
Yep.
I can't remember how that's supposed to be done, but there is
It's
a
alright,
correct
I'm
way
already
in which
on
that's
it.
supposed to go.
It's alright, I'm already on it. The correct way, I believe, is... if I put it on top of the... Can I put it there? Oh, I need interior plates. I think I know where I can put it, though. Right. Look at this. We're actually doing something.
Shocking.
What kind of reactor do we want to use?
By the way, we've got octocores down here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you were going up top to get them. What kind of reactor? I was just thinking just a standard small reactor should do the trick.
I don't think a small's
What?
gonna be good enough, because if the reactor gets overloaded, then we lose the connection.
Construction components and motors. Okay, do you know how much power these things pull? We could work it out.
It's going to be more than 3 small reactors. I remember that at the very least. But we can place down a single large reactor, or we can place down some smaller azimuth.
Maybe try some of the azimuth ones, or we've got some other types of reactors that we can have a look at.
Yeah, we've got hydrogen
Maybe
reactors.
they'll help. Right. What else do I need? I'm just grabbing a bit of everything right now to ensure that I've got. That should do the trick. And
We got spotlight on the front and the back.
okay, great. Right, the remote control is pretty much ready to go. That should be in its correct orientation. Yep, that should be in the correct orientation. Do you want to put the spotlight inboard?
I have it underneath the the back one or the front one.
Yeah, the back one. If we can put that inboard, that would be really good. Reason being is that we can use that to push the center of mass back onto the rear wheels, if possible. And if we back it up, we're not going to hit anything. And I'll put the camera there instead. Yeah, I'll do that.
Right, so the 2 reactors that I've thrown in should be enough to power it. I've done calculations.
Fantastic. Right.
Anyone got any computers?
Yep, I've got a bit of everything. Now, whether that's enough for it, the one thing I don't have is reactor components itself.
Yeah, I've thrown some in. Don't think we have any more on the base.
We should have a fair amount, shouldn't we?
We've got 6 more.
Oh, we need a bit more than 6 more.
Do we have
A
the
couple of
materials
metal
to produce
grids
them?
and computers, right. We should do.
Silver, gravel, iron. Yeah, sure. I'll set,
Yeah, we
I'll set
have-
another 100 to be built. We should have enough resources.
Fantastic, okay. And I shall grab a few more computers and I think metal grids. So
I
there's
got
some
the metal
grid.
grids.
Oh, you got the metal grids? Okay, I'll just grab the computers. I ran out of computers.
Actually need 1 more metal grid. And you're gonna need
One more metal grid, you see?
yeah, I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah.
it right now.
Okay, fantastic. In the meantime, I'm going to go grab the paint gun. Because I think it's time we painted this. Colors. Any ideas?
No, mine blanked completely.
Okay.
I am not known for my artistic
Colorful.
skills.
Colorful
Well, I mean-
plant.
It is a
Palette.
worker bee, so
Are you going to colour it yellow and black?
I'm thinking of that. Just sort of the standard colors you would expect.
The antenna's done. Reactors. What else are we missing?
We've got an antenna, we've got a remote control, we've got a reactor. Reactors just need a bit of uranium.
I don't think you can color your reactors.
Yeah, we're going to definitely change the color of the reactor. Oh, I can't though. That's what you were just saying, weren't you?
I think you're coloring them black.
No, I was trying to color them yellow. Didn't work.
Maybe they can only
Just-
be black.
Yeah, I think so.
There are
okay.
6 blocks underneath the drill that are not done.
Yeah, I haven't quite got around to it yet. I'm trying to get around to these places. It's kind of difficult. I will be honest. It's not easy. Right, where's the... Oh, that's a drop.
What?
Yeah, I just noticed the I'm teetering at the end right now.
We won't be able to do that block until
Landing gear.
the landing gear's gone. Well, actually, no, we will be able to.
Do we need the landing gear anymore?
Shouldn't need the landing gear anymore, should we?
There you go. We shouldn't need it, but but don't rely on it. Don't rely on it being stable once you get rid of it.
Okay, so let's not do that then.
I'll get into the command center so I can remote control. If you want to...
Yeah, just
hang
double
on.
check that remote control, make sure it's okay.
I need to actually put the power into this thing first.
I'll actually configure the wheels while it's up on the landing gear.
Yeah, and let's not drop the landing gear just yet,
Okay. Right.
because I am walking in and out and all around, so
And I'm underneath of it.
yeah, I'd rather none of us get...
I think I'm far enough down on my makeshift platform.
Right. Control 5 is being set up. No, I just need to remote control, that's it. Remote access.
Is uranium in there?
Small grid 1712.
Sure, we can name it that. We have movement.
Yeah, hang on. I'll put the brakes on. Right.
Fantastic. Now we need to make sure that this stays very slow.
Oh yeah, let's not
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to I'd say literally we're looking at maybe a couple of meters. No, not even a couple of meters per second, really. How big are
5.
these? 2.5 meters per
Right.
second.
I'm going to set the steering angle further
block
than
a
usual,
second.
and then in addition, I'm going to decrease the power. I think. Do we want to decrease
Bring
power
the-
or something else?
Bring the top speed down to about, I'd say just 2.5 meters per second,
Speed limit. That much.
and we'll see. Yeah,
oh,
we'll
it's,
work
it's
from
calculated in kilometers per hour. I'll just set it to 20.
kilometers per hour. Put it down to what is it? 33 thing. Why is it in kilometers an hour?
Because space engineers.
But it's engineering. In engineering, we
Yes,
work in
you're
meters per
supposed to do
second.
meters per second. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't
Isn't
it?
I was gonna say, isn't everything else in meters in second? And then we go to
It's kilometers per hour because it's a movement of travel rather than a movement of speed.
Yeah, but that's 2.5 meters. 9. Try 9 or 10, I think.
Okay.
9 or 10 kilometers an hour should be 2.5 meters per second.
Okay.
So it should move 1 block forward every second.
Does that look like 1 block a second?
no.
Hang on. I'm going to measure rotation.
I mean, you can try. It looks glitchy.
Can you just stop a second? Okay, hang on and go. Yes, that is just over 1 block a second. What have you got, student? 10.
Currently 10, yeah.
Yeah, it's just over 1
I can
block a
change that
second.
to 7.
7 will be less. I'm fairly sure. I'm saying this as if I trust my maths constantly, but
We all know that you
best-
shouldn't trust your maths, and you should always undercut or overcut depending on which is better. But it's 7 for now.
we
the
can't
best
do
way
that
to
in
find-
engineering. We have to cut perfectly. Sorry, Exia?
The best way to find out is cut the landing gear and just see how it goes. Of course, we don't have a whole lot of room, do we?
No, that's the problem.
Do you want to rebuild that block down there?
Yeah, if you want to do that, maybe we can move it forward. I am 90% sure that 9 meters per second is 2.5. Sorry, 9 kilometers an hour should be 2.5 meters per second. I am 90% sure on that.
Okay.
Right, let me cut this landing gear. Do not move forward. I am in front of. Yeah.
Yeah. I've put the parking brake on, so
Okay,
when you get rid of
fantastic.
it, I shouldn't move.
It's down. The drill almost crushed me, but
Yeah, that wasn't me, definitely.
no, that would have just been me. Right. Let's
I'm saying up the drill.
back this up.
I'm up in a safe location right now, so
Right. Let's back this up and let's see.
Okay.
Do it for 1 second and then just stop, and we'll see how far it moves. Yep, that's 1 block. Yep, that's.
I'm going to decrease that from trying to do 1 block a second. Because that is a bit too fast in terms of the latency. So
Right,
for safety
put it
reasons,
down.
I'm going to put it down to.
Put it down to 4 kilometers an hour.
Well, this is 2, he says.
oh, that's perfect because you also have to put blocks in front of it.
Yeah, you
yeah.
do have to put blocks in front of it.
Okay, well, that is what we're going to be doing in the next episode. That actually looks really cool. That really looks cool. Don't drive it off just yet.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
Oh god.
Maybe the turning circle's going to need to change, but we're going to see. Make sure you stay tuned in the next video.
Until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.